Hello folks, if you are like me, you always want to save money, and one of the easiest ways to save money is to protect the assets that you own, already own, so that you don't have to buy them all over again. So if you own a car, if you've been around cars, you would have noticed that they don't make cars anymore with glass. I mean, they don't make the headlights with glass. Used to be long ago, they used to make headlights for cars with glass. And what that happened, or what that did, was it protected the car glass or the headlights from, going cloudy and foggy as the way they are. Now, as time went on, anyway, they stopped making headlights with glasses, and they now use plastic. But what happens is that over time, those plastic get foggy, and your headlights becomes very messed up, and you don't see too clearly out of them. Now, it is a very big industry that has emerged out of restoring your car headlights. So you can buy so many tools or so many things that are out there to use to clean your car headlights. So for today, I'm going to show you one easy and quick way to restore your car headlights. And the best way, the best thing here is you are going to be using something you already have in your own house. You don't have to buy anything. You already have all the tools that you need to get it done. So what you are looking at here is the headlights to a Honda that I use to work on. I practice some stuff. Look at how foggy they are. So I need to restore it. I need to clean it to see how good it is or how good it will become. So look at it now. And what we are going to be using today for this demo is something you already have in your house. It's simply a toothpaste. So you could use any toothpaste. So I'm going to be using a toothpaste which you already have. You probably already have a toothpaste. So use a toothpaste. That's what we're going to be using. I will use toothpaste, and I will use water, and that's it. Toothpaste and water, and I will walk you through the process. So the first thing I'm going to then do is to put the toothpaste, apply some toothpaste on the car, on the glass itself, apply some right here. And having done that, so I'm going to use a towel. You could use anything to start cleaning to start cleaning it. You could use anything. You can also use charcoal to do exactly the same thing, but for now let's use toothpaste, and I'll go over this way so you see what I'm doing here. You see it. So you notice all I am doing here is I am scrubbing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this here for several minutes, and I will come back, and I'll get back to the next process, and we'll get through there. And when we are done, I will show you the next step. But remember that all we are using here is something that we already have in our house, so you don't have to buy anything at all. There's nothing to buy. Okay. So now that I've applied all the toothpaste and coated all the areas, I'm going to let it sit for 3 or about 2 minutes to let it cake up a little bit more. It's been sitting now, so what I'm going to then do is I'll come back and continue and continue the sanding. So as you can see, it's beginning to come off a little bit, but it's not going to come off on its own. So the next step at this moment is to use water. So I'm going to start applying water to wash the toothpaste off. Okay, So here is now, so you're beginning to see. So we are coming off. The water is, so you're using water, nothing else. I'm not using any chemicals or anything. It's just plain water, which you see me get the water, and that's it. So I'm putting the water here. You're seeing the results. So as you can see, you can already notice a difference. You can already notice the difference. So let's go ahead and apply a second trip, a second coating. So we go back again. So we are going to go back. So I'm going to put more toothpaste. Again, remember, if you don't want to use toothpaste, you can also use charcoal, ground charcoal for this here. You will do the same exact thing. So we'll come back again and go over the same process all over again that we went. So I will explain what is going on, the physics of what is going on here. So instead of you paying somebody $200 that they charge over here to do this, you can also use something you already have in your own house, which is a toothpaste, to do exactly the same thing. Now, there are so many ways to do this same thing, but for now, I just want to show you how to use something that you already have, which is a toothpaste. So let's let it cake up again. Okay folks, so this is the second go round. I let it sit for about 3 minutes or 4 minutes. Now I'm going to start sanding again with, you can use an electric sander or whatever, but I'm just using a piece of cloth, and I don't want to buy anything. I don't want to show you how to do it. Everything that I'm using here, you already have in your house. So we used toothpaste, which is used. I'm using Crest. You can use any kind of toothpaste, it doesn't matter. You can also use baking powder, and the next thing I'm using is just water. So there is nothing here to buy. Now that we have all this already done, the next thing to do now is to wash everything out. So let's see what it looks like. And okay, so you can see okay, good. Well, I think you are seeing the results already. So you can go to a shop, pay them $300 or $200 for them to do this, or you can actually do this in your own house without paying anybody. And the good thing is that you already have everything that I just used here. So here is your brand new headlight that you just restored. So I'm not clearly satisfied with the results that I have, so I'm going to apply a third round of toothpaste to finish off the work. Okay, so I'm going to apply a third round of toothpaste. So let's still put some more toothpaste. I just by doing this here, what you just saw me do here, I've saved myself okay, I don't know where you live, but by doing what I just did here with a tube of toothpaste, I just saved myself almost $200. Yes, if I go to a shop, that's what they will charge me. If I buy any of the so-called professional tools, I will spend about $30 or $50 to do it. But why waste $50 when you can do it yourself? So, as you can see here, the stuff is beginning to look practically brand new. So, let's let it sit again for a few more minutes, and then I will come back for the final rinse. And there, folks, we'll go to the very final step, which is very, very important. But for now, notice all I'm doing is just sanding. You want to sand in a circular motion, or you want to use your towel in a circular motion so that the cleaning is even. So go round and round in a circular motion, and there you have it, folks. So go in a circular motion. And the good thing about this is that if you're using toothpaste, it will not attack or destroy your the painting on your car. So now that we are done, I will just again let this sit for about 5 minutes, for about 3 minutes, and then all in all about 15 minutes is all you need. So, and you have your headlights looking brand new again. So let's let this sit for about 5 minutes before we continue. But folks, this is something you can do on a weekend, on a Sunday, on a Saturday. When you are bored, you can even turn this into something you do for your neighbors too. Like I said, you can use a toothpaste, or you can use ground charcoal to do the same thing. So we come back in a few minutes to see how this will look. Okay guys, the final step in the process is to use something to coat the light. You want to coat it back, because actually when you use the toothpaste to clean the light, you are removing dust and you're removing the painting that the coating that the manufacturers put on the glass. So the final step you want to use here is to use some kind of anything to coat it, anything that is clear. For this here, I'm using an aluminum, something like this here. You can use anything, a paint thinner or anything that will coat it, and that's all. You don't want to use anything that will damage your paint. You don't want to use anything that will damage your paint, so you just spray it here, and you can buy this anywhere. I mean, you don't have to use anything special. Just find something that will coat it. All you are doing is simply to coat the stuff to, so that it will come back the shine, not only the shine, so that you will be protected again, because when you actually did the use the toothpaste on it, our toothpaste will do exactly the same thing that it does to your teeth, which is rinse off or pull off all the dirt, and that's what it just did here. But in order for this to remain shiny, you have to coat it back, and you can use any paint, any thinner. For me, I'm using a wheel cleaner, clear wheel shine, or you can just use anything, and that's all you need. So compare this, what you're looking at here, with the way your picture looked. I mean, the picture looked previously. So and you will see you've saved yourself almost $200 doing this yourself, and it will take you no more than 10 minutes. If it goes dirty again, you come back again, buy yourself a toothpaste, and clean it. It's very, very simple, very, very easy to do. It's a weekend job. Coming up next, in the next week or next weekend, I'm going to come out here and show you how to do exactly the same thing that we just did here, but we are going to use a professional tool to do it. So for now, until next weekend, go clean your headlights so that you can see clearly. It is a safety mechanism, and so look at this car here, and look at the headlights. See how clean they are now, and it took us little or no time, less than 10 minutes, and we have a shiny looking headlamps.